Hey Siri, what does irresistible mean?
Irresistible means too attractive and tempting to be resisted.
Too attractive and tempting to be resisted. This is Robert Lyon, and you're listening to The Lion Show. I'm your host, your favorite business coach, and today we are going to be taking a deep dive into creating your irresistible offer. Now, the irresistible offer is the core of your business. There's three parts, I believe, to coaching or really any online business these days, even for selling services. Okay, so you have the irresistible offer, you have the presentation, and then you have the transformation. So the irresistible offer are the words that make your customer just have to buy. They just gotta have it. It's like their main pain points and problems all solved by just the click of this new button that you have presented to them. Everybody wants to be happy, rich, not sad. So if your irresistible offer helps them get away from pain, helps them become happy, more successful, then it's really going to resonate well with them. And before we go any more deeper into the irresistible offer, I really want you to think about, who could you help the most right now? Who out there could you absolutely change their lives? That's what we're doing this for. And then I want you to also think about what is something that you can do right now to get you on the field. Just go out there with what you've got. What is something that is uniquely you that could genuinely solve a problem, genuinely help someone that only you can provide? And the irresistible offer, as far as it goes for the Let's Become Millionaires training that we're doing, don't forget to go down there and get the free book. I want you to think about, for your lifestyle, right? What's an offer that would be super easy, very lucrative, and you could generate a transformation from right away? Don't overcomplicate it. Don't get too crazy. Like, we're going to get into it. But just something that is uniquely you. Like, you were put on this earth to do this thing that just comes to you naturally. That doesn't come to other people quite as naturally. That's what we're really kind of trying to find. And then when we're formulating the irresistible offer, we have to find the right words that, just sing in our customer's ear, that takes them to that place where the value of your irresistible offer outweighs the cost, like 100 to 1. Whenever people are making a buying decision, it's either like, should I buy this or should I not buy this? And when you create the most incredible irresistible offer, the scales will be heavily in your favor. And then you're going to start to be able to test your irresistible offer. And let's say out of every 100 people that you pitch it to, 30 people buy. Boom, you've got a 30% conversion rate of your irresistible offer. And that can change your life. Let's take a deep dive now into irresistible offers. But I just want you to think about how much time can you really devote to, if you're a coach, how many hours can you actually devote during the week to someone who's paying? And then how much would they have to pay in order for them to get your full attention to make sure that they succeed? Or like if you have a course, how long are you going to take to create the course? And, just kind of think about your lifestyle. What is the lifestyle you really want to live? What is an offer that you can deliver to them that's not going to ruin your life? You don't want to do that. You want it to be irresistible for them, and you want it to be a huge win for you. So there's a happy place where everybody wins. Now, it's not always like that in the real world. Usually there's somebody that loses. For your irresistible offer, before we get too salesy, it'll save your life, it'll make you a billionaire. Think about just realistically something that people can latch onto, that when you say what you do in this irresistible offer, they're going to freak out and they're going to want it, and then you're going to be able to make a lot of sales, and it just sounds good. So we're going to start with basically the 7 things that are going to be most important for any irresistible offer. Number 1, it's going to be easy to understand. You don't really want to make it too complicated. And what I've found even more is you really just want to sell one thing, one irresistible offer. Now it's going to have a lot of bonuses that are all very related, but they have to be able to easily understand what they're getting. You know, if somebody says, give me $50, and they're like, well, why? You're going to have to explain what they're going to be getting for the $50 in order for them to actually make that purchase. So they have to easily understand what your irresistible offer is, how it will affect them, and what they'll get, at the end of the day, bottom line. Number 2, it has to be highly desired. They have to really want it. And we can really target any audience out there with Facebook and YouTube and Google and all this stuff. But your audience, it has to be something that is highly desired. People really want to get out of the shitty situation they're in. Or they really want to know how to help their relationships so they don't get a divorce. Something like that. These are our irresistible offers that are super desired. The main ones, what is it, like fitness, money, relationships, family, school, food, fitness, you get the idea. Like those are the ones that people will spend any amount of money sometimes if they really, really want it, and it's something they truly want, and you can provide that to somebody. But the most important thing that you need to be thinking about when you're crafting the wording of your irresistible offer is, how is this going to help them? Because that's what your customer is thinking. You want to put yourself in your customer's shoes, really. You want to just kind of think about what they're thinking. All they care about is them. They're like, how is this going to help me? Okay, that's the idea. What is something that is highly desired that is going to help me that you can provide? So start thinking about that. Number 3, has to have perceived value. I remember they used to sell 100 ebooks for $1. And it's a lot of stuff, but the value, where's the value in it? It's only valuable to somebody who wants all the information, but if you have to package it in a way that has high perceived value, just like mind-blowing value, and you're getting it for only $99, So start to think about what is something that you have, and what is the highest perceived value? What's the highest transformation that they can get from this? If I heard about this guy, he has a course where he was teaching people how to do handstands, right? And it was $97 or something like that. And they came to me in our company, and we were trying to figure out how we can, sell it for $1,000. And I was really thinking how are we going to teaching people how to do handstands for thousands of dollars? And what we figured out is that if you can do a handstand and then you can do those shoulder push-ups, it'll help your upper body, it'll help your posture, it'll release tension off of your spine. And we really started to dig deep into all the benefits. And now he's a coach, and he sells packages for $10,000 where he literally helps people transform their physical fitness and become gymnastics and all sorts of stuff like that, all from doing handstands. So you have to find the high perceived value in whatever your special skill is. All right, number 4 is it has to be easy to get. There's this church in Boulder that I love going to. And as soon as the coronavirus thing happened, they fucked up and they didn't know how they're going to get money. They sent out mail, right, asking for donations, but no one was really sure how we could get the money to the church because it was closed because of coronavirus. So we figured, do we mail it back in? Do we just forget about it? Why aren't they doing stuff? And eventually we talked to them, and we got in there and we set up a way that you can pay them online. It's a Unity Church in Boulder. And what you can do now is you can just tap your credit card in a dip jar whenever you walk in. You can go online, you can text them, and they'll send you a thing that you can send them money. And they figured it out. But at the beginning, they were losing money because it wasn't easy to pay them. You want to just have one button, just be Amazon. You want one button, and if you leave, you want to follow them around the internet until they buy or die. But you want it to be an easy buy. If you overcomplicate the sale, you won't make the sale. That's just all there is. Whenever I'm selling art, if they if I have a credit card, I whip out my phone, I bust it out, PayPal, Stripe, whatever the hell you want, as easy as humanly possible. So if you're over the phone, ask for their credit card right there when the sale is ready to go. You don't ask them to look at their email or something like that. You just take the numbers off, you write it down if you have to, and you charge them later. But you want to make it as easy as possible to get. As soon as they pay, also you want it to just be like, boom, here's what you get. You bought it. You're awesome. Get that dopamine rush, right? Number 5, it has to be believable and credible. You know, if you say, give me $50 and I'll give you $100, people are going to be like, well, why would you do that? That's not very believable. You know, what are you going to do? Why are you giving me $100? Why would I give you $50? I don't believe you. And it has to be credible. So you want to build up all the credibility that you have and use your wordsmith manipulation to make you sound bigger, better, the king, the queen of whatever it is that you're trying to sell. And that's going to give you credibility. And there's this perceived thing in people's minds where if you can just get a little famous or give a little bit of credibility and you find the right wording that you can take with you everywhere, that is going to make it more believable and it's going to have more credit to it. So you have to think about that when you're creating your irresistible offer. And a lot of people, when you're doing this, you're going to have to give yourself a new title. You're going to have to give yourself, coach, expert, king, professor. Like you want to have something catchy. I'm the king of irresistible funnels. I am the online success coach extravaganza dude. No, something better than that. But it has to be believable and credible. And also when you're going through this process, it's good to give yourself a big title. You know, you are the expert in this specific field. You are a relationships expert. You are a Chinese dog training master, something like that. Like it's just good to have those words in your mind so that you can kind of go from that point of view where, well, is this really what a master would do at this point? Is this really what an expert would do? Even if you're not, it's good just to have that idea rolling and give yourself that credibility and make it believable to you, first of all. All right, number 6, low risk or no risk. People don't like to do risky things. Not a lot of people are action takers. And if there's any risk involved, they'll run away with it. Run away, right away. Nope, it's not for me. I'm not going to do that. There's other things that I can do with this money. So if you want to be on point, you offer them a 14-day money back guarantee. No risk or low risk is really what you want to do more than anything. All right. And then number 7 is key. It's urgency. You got to have a limited quantity. You got to have a limited amount of time. Otherwise, this is going to expire or you're not going to get in. The power of FOMO is real. Fear of missing out. That is a real deal. Like Black Friday's coming up. Everybody's going to buy a whole bunch of shit that they don't even fucking need and nobody's going to like. All because it was a good deal for this one day at this one time. And people are just going to start spazzing out. And it just happens like clockwork. That's one thing that's America's good at is turning people into customers. And the way that we make customers is you make them make the decision now. You take the opportunity of buying it later away. Because if they miss this opportunity now, then they're never going to get it. And if they don't get it now, then they're never going to get that dopamine burst that they need right now. So urgency is so key for your irresistible offer. So those were the 7 big deep dive things of the irresistible offer. But now we're going to talk about the 3 main focus points that I want you to think about when you're actually formulating the word. I would just take out a pen or pencil and just write down as many things as you can possibly think about what sounds the best to you for your irresistible offer. And then I would try and find a Facebook group or a forum where your potential customer is, and I would just start pitching these things and asking questions and see what gets people to start the conversation with you. Ask them questions. Like, so if I'm going to be your coach for creating your irresistible offer, what I've been doing is I go into Facebook groups and I say, what is your irresistible offer? And then people say, oh, I don't have one, or I'm working on it, or blah, blah, blah. And then I just deliver as much value as I humanly can, and eventually they PM me and they become a member of my coaching program for creating your irresistible offer. All right, so let's get down to the 3 main focus points of your irresistible offer. Number 1, the main dish. This is, that big old fat turkey on Thanksgiving. That's the main portion, the main chunk of what your customer is going to be getting. And it has to sound good. It has to ring well. It has to be easy to understand. So that's going to be your main dish, the main transformation that your customer is going to get when they work with you or when they purchase from you. This is so key. So really think about it. What is the highest valuable transformation that you can deliver to your customer? Highest, biggest, massive. All right. Number 2, what are the bonuses? People love bonuses that they're going to get if they buy from you right now. Here's the thing with bonuses. You only want to have a few, and they have to be tightly related to the main dish. But they have to be something that people would want. So you say your main dish, and if you order now, we'll throw in this benefit, and this benefit, these bonuses, right now, and you'll buy. So, your main dish focuses on the transformation, all right? And then you have bonuses. You want to only have a few bonuses, and they want to be tightly related. Good ideas, ebooks, courses, phone calls, free physical product, things like that, connections, advice, something that's related to your main dish, but only a few, but that are added on, that are just like, ooh, I want that too. Number 3 is the limiters, the time and the quantity. It's the urgency, okay? You want to make sure that you have something that's going to flip that switch so that they buy now and they go into your call to action and they do it right now. No delay. They don't have time to go home and forget about it. They don't have time to leave the building. You got to buy it right now on this break, or I'm going to fuck you up. You got to buy it right now on this break, or you're going to miss out. You're not going to get the opportunity that is right now. And now here is my irresistible offer for you. I'm offering 2 phone calls of one-on-one coaching so that we can get laser focused on what your unique gifts are, your greatness is, and what your irresistible offer for your customers will be. The irresistible offer will change your life. It'll allow you to start conversations with your customers. It'll allow you to go on podcasts and YouTube channels, create content, create ads, all focused around your irresistible offer, bringing cash to your irresistible bank account. I have been marketing and generating leads and converting those leads into sales for 10 years now. And I have found that once you have honed in on your irresistible offer, money flows like water to you because you've taken out all the kinks, because you not only know exactly what it is that you sell, but you're able to, in writing, in video, and verbally explain to people exactly who you are and what you have to offer. And then in every conversation, you're able to offer your irresistible offer to people. And if you don't offer it to people, you're just sabotaging yourself. So, when these one-on-one coaching, me and you will sit down, we'll talk about where you are, where you want to be, and exactly what your irresistible offer is going to be. I'm only going to do this for 10 hungry entrepreneurs and business people because I have a limited amount of time, and that's basically all I can really do right now because of how much stuff I have going on. And if you sign up right now, I'll also include my podcast promotion course and my YouTube Wealth Mastery course completely free. So you sign up for 2 one-on-one business coaching calls. Me and you will have either a Zoom or on the phone, whatever you're more comfortable with. We'll figure it out. Basically, the first call is just going to be like a download where we both just brainstorm, we get together, we think about the best bet, and then we come back for the next phone call, and that's where we get super serious, and we just hone in on you and your irresistible offer that you're going to be selling for the next years or for the rest of your life. I hope you take me up on my irresistible offer. And I hope you find your irresistible offer because it will change your life. That's real though. I really am doing irresistible offer coaching. And I think it's going to be super productive for anybody involved that just wants to hop on 2 phone calls with me for $295 and really take a deep dive into where you are now, really get focused. Because here's the thing, is once you have your irresistible offer, that's going to be your act. That's going to be your go-to sales. Once you have that and you have the words of how to say it to your customers, you could go on podcasts, you can do speaking gigs, you can write books, you can do YouTube videos, and every time at the end of it, you can say your pitch, you can say your irresistible offer, and it's going to ring true to your desired customers. And your desired customers are going to be curious, they're going to get involved, and you're going to have that sense of urgency on why they should do it, because I'm only going to do this for 10 entrepreneurs. And what's going to happen is you're going to have your new act, right? Your irresistible offer is going to be your great act. And instead of always changing acts and losing focus, you're going to have one profitable act, and you're just going to change the audience. And you're going to deliver that act over and over and over. You're going to know the punchlines. You're going to know exactly what to tell somebody. You're going to know exactly how to get their credit card numbers because you're going to do this over and over and over. You're going to have your offer, your irresistible offer, just for them. And they are not going to be able to resist because it's going to be incredible. And then you can just change your audiences. Like I said, free. You can go on a bunch of podcasts with your irresistible offer. You'll have your irresistible funnel, and it's just going to start running to your irresistible PayPal banking account, cashing those checks. But seriously, think about it. You get your irresistible offer, you figure out how you say it. You go on all these podcasts, or you start running ads, or you write a book, or you make content, all driving towards one focus. That's how we're really going to scale these businesses to $1 million. So, highly recommend we do some one-on-one coaching. 2 calls for $295. Great deal. I look forward to catching you in the next one. And be sure to go down to the link below, download the free ebook, or sign up for a coaching call. All right? Talk to you guys later.